reaction to Sapphire.
Alright, so if you all don't know Araya, Araya is like 3rd place right now on the Sapphire boards. He's good, so that's all you need to know.
I'll thank you, Kylo.
He knows his stuff.
Yeah, Sapphire is a great game, and it's nice that you're going to show it off at the marathon right now, so the world can know.
Alright.
I will be a little bit behind on what Kylo is doing because I'm watching his stream, which is probably 7 or 8 seconds behind then, but should be fine.
Also, this run is not completable without frame 16. Like, you need frame 16, otherwise it's just not possible. Just like, throwing that out there.
Oh, good luck on the run, Kylo.
Thanks. Speaking of luck, they'll be mentioned quite a bit throughout the run.
Yes.
Xarian actually has a pace spin on this, but the odds of finishing a deathless Sapphire run is about 3%, so if this is going to be deathless, I'm going to be very surprised. But it's most likely
mainly the first 7 gym leaders, right?
Yeah, pretty much like every gym leader can kill you, but there are only like a handful of fights which just straight up cannot kill you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll find out. Otherwise, this is Gen 3, so the better Gen 3 game, I should say, compared to Fire Red. So we get running shoes right at the start, and we have consistent RNG manip. So we can always manipulate the same Mudkip over and over again with the same method, just by having a dead battery cartridge, which I do, luckily.
Yep. Also, Kylo picked the girl because it's faster in this game to pick the girl, because then your rifle has less text boxes.
Yeah, actually Sapphire used to use the boy, but what Araya said, like it has less text box if you choose the girl, and it makes the second rival fight like hell of a lot easier. There's actually like a highlight video from Worcester where he picked the boy and went up against May 2, and that fight's almost impossible to complete without having to reset. But what we found out is that if we go into the second rival fight below 40 health, it makes it guaranteed because the normal is never going to growl. It's just always going to spam tackle or ember. Because you need to set up 2 X attacks, getting even 1 growl is just dead pretty much.
Yeah, it takes away the effect of the X attack for a bit, so then the plan is kind of ruined.
Alright, so for the minute, I'm just going to save in front of the bag and then reset the game. And then restart at a specific time. And that should hopefully give me the correct Mudkip if I do it right.
Yeah, it's a frame perfect trick.
And I can't skip it, unfortunately. Like, I have to do this, otherwise I can't complete the run.
It would be really special if he would get it first try.
Yeah, that'd be insane. Yeah, okay.
Like, even on runs, you usually accept like 2nd or 3rd try.
Yeah, most people go for a 3rd try, I think.
Yeah.
That's like a minute lost, but it's alright. It's still better than resetting just for random Mudkips. Way better.
Yep. Because the route is just optimized for this exact Mudkip.
I think the relax is 1 early? No, calm is 1 early.
I think this one was a few frames early, I think 4 or something.
Damn. Oh, this should be calm. Sassy. Oh god.
Sassy is 1 early. So yeah, it's pretty close, you know, 1 frame, it's, yeah, 1/60th of a second, right? So, quite.
You might actually hear like Eon Timer in the background, the clicking. That's just a countdown program. Hasty! Hey, that's one.
And that's one late. So we had one early, one late now. Quite unfortunate.
The Hasty is always super troll because everything about it is actually correct.
Yeah.
Except for the nature. Like it has the Poochyana's female, which is what the naughty one also has. You have 21 HP, which is what your naughty one also has, but the Hasty one's actually... It's not complete garbage, but it's not good enough.
That one should be sassy. It's worth to keep resetting though, because it's just so much faster with the good Mudkip.
Alright, now I can calm actually. That's too early, I think. I haven't practiced this like a few minutes before, but oh.
Always trickier when the spotlights are on.
Yep. So that's way early again. Damn. That felt right. Damn it. Alright, that was too early. Female
you got
naughty.
the female naughty. Yeah, that's too early. 2 frames early. So it's incredibly close. It's a bit unlucky that yeah, that we didn't get the right one yet. But it happens. It's just so precise.
This always happens in marathons, by the way. Relax, man. Wow. I'm like way all over the place too. Normally I'm just like early, and then getting late, and then I can adjust, but...
So recently it has also been discovered that an extended manip is possible from the Mudkip. So, which means that after the Mudkip you have another Eon Timer, and you can actually force no encounters up till the rifle. It's pretty insane. That will not work in marathons though, because you have to check for the right Mudkip. And if you have to check, then you will be too late for the extended manip.
Yeah, that's just how improved this game gets. Like, it all started with the Wingle manip that I was practicing before, which Epic Dude Guy brought up. And that, like, threw everyone off with how easy it was, and, like, everyone's now searching for manips to make this run easier.
Yeah, what he did was he looked for a cluster of frames that worked. So it works the same way with Eon Timer as we are doing now, but then except for this being a single frame perfect trick. Was it hasty?
Yeah, like 2 times.
Okay, so except for this being a single perfect frame manip, for the other manips we are trying to look for clusters, so you have a little bit of a bigger window. But yeah, this window is really another hasty.
Yeah, unbelievable. The big troll hasty.
I'm wondering if the hasty would even be runnable. I think it has too low attack, right?
Special attack. I think it actually has 31 IV attack, but the special attack's trash.
Huh.
I don't even know why I'm so bad, holy shit.
It's really precise. Like even for Exarion or one of the top runners, it's just you can train to get close, but always getting the right frame is, yeah, it's a bit inhumane also. So. This is the calm. I guess that was two frames off.
Yeah, something like that. Too early, probably. Like, I'm already trying to go a bit later than my usual audio cue. But then I usually hit... Yep, that one. God fucking damn. I've got like 10 combined calms and hasties.
Yeah, which means all of those were only 1 or 2 frames off.
Not getting this under 10 minutes is actually really awful.
You will get there.
Thank God, dude. Fuck.
Hey.
Alright.
Okay.
Stupid. Alright, we can go ahead and play the game now. Great.
Yeah, it's still worth it to just keep grinding for it. I mean, 10 minutes might be late into the game, but it still saves like a lot of time over any other Mudkip. So
yeah,
it's just necessary for this route.
I don't know the exact IVs. It's not like all 31s, that's for sure. People always think when we talk perfect Mudkip, it's like 31 IV and everything, which it's not. I think it has like 28.
It has some
attack.
29s and 28s, yeah.
Yeah, and it has like 16 or 15 defense, which is actually really preferable because we can get into Torrent super easily like that.
Yep.
Which is Mudkip's ability. So if I'm below 1/3 of my health, or at 1/3 exactly, that works too. All my stab moves, so water or ground, later on, get boosted by 1.5. Which is like what an X special does. So usually what I can do is I can skip an X special by just being in Torrent. And some fights even require you to be in Torrent, such as Archie 2.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't save before Level 1, which might completely screw me over, but hopefully it doesn't. You can, like, sort of easily die to Level 1. I'm not kidding. It's way worse than in any other game, because he just likes to trick you a lot.
Let's see some Monkas in the chat.
Yeah, good thing I didn't die.
Good, good, good. Got it. Yeah, by the way, another reason why perfect Mudkip is hard to find is like because you would have to wait longer yeah, for the right frame. So it's kind of a combination also of a good Mudkip and one that is like pretty early in the frame count. And then we came up with this Naughty Kip.
Yeah, the Naughty is just perfect in the speedrun sense, in that the stats are like really well for the run, and it's really early on. Like, I don't have to wait too long after resetting in order to get it, which is helping a lot.
Yeah.
So normally when I would do real attempts, I wouldn't get the mom heal here, but I want to keep my potion that I got. So I'm gonna take the mom heal, which just completely heals it to full for free. You can very easily run out of potions in the early game, so I'd like to like keep the one I have, if I ever need it. And I also need to watch my step count right now. Oh, actually, if I take the mom heal, I can't do Wingle Minute, right?
Oh yeah, maybe don't do it.
Yeah, okay, I'll skip it then. So I want to show them the nip. God damn it. Alright, well, forget what I just said. Since I need to pay attention to my step counter, which can only be like 2 off what, like the perfect counter.
Yeah.
So if I would go take the heal, that completely throw off the counter, and I'd not be able to do the manip after that. Sadly.
Yeah, the manip gets another seat when you have different step count.
Alright, I'm gonna save you for this fight though, because this is another fight that can kill me fairly easily. The Zigzagoon has Howl, Tail Whip, and Tackle. No, Growl, Tail Whip, and Tackle.
Yeah, Growl, Tail Whip.
Growl. And this fight can go bad in a lot of different scenarios.
Ideally, you would just spam Tail Whip, but
yeah, that'd be the perfect fight if you would just spam Tail Whip. This is also a speed tie, which makes the fight just that much more... Oh, he crit me. Okay. Growl is actually fine. I think I can still 2-hit him. Yes, alright, sure. That works.
It's unfortunate that I'm behind on the stream. Because you're spoilering me now.
Alright, I'll still.
No, I'm kidding.
Alright,
But
no
no,
repels, unfortunately, so hopefully I don't have another, like, million encounters. And I almost ran into that guy. And I think I just messed up my step counter, because I messed up the movement. But we'll see. It might not be that far off.
You can also just go straight through the grass, and then you'll fix it.
True. Good call, actually, wow.
Yeah, I think you fixed it now. Good stuff.
Alright, that's routing on the fly by Araya. Alright, so
It used to be
I'm gonna enter the Pokemon Center here for a trick later that I'm not gonna spoil right now because it's too good.
Yep.
Which most people probably already know what that's for, but...
Let's keep it a secret for now.
Yep. Not spoilering. Alright, so this is the only time in the run where I can put away the controller. Like,
yeah.
Literally, this is the only time in the run where I have 50 seconds of downtime. The catch tutorial takes exactly 59 seconds. And that's all I get. That's all I get.
Yeah, they spend a pretty long time in trying to explain catching in this game.
Yeah. So the only thing that is scripted in the sketch tutorial is that the Zigzagoon cannot crit because the Ralts like intentionally growls him. But if the Ralts has a minus defense nature with the lowest possible defense, and the Zigzagoon has the highest possible attack with a plus attack nature, which is all random, there is actually a slight chance that you can two-shot the Ralts even after those two growls. That's what the Taz does. And that's actually really cool. Like, I don't think it has ever happened to anybody in an RTA.
I think it happened to Shiru once or something. I can recall something like that, but I'm not sure.
I don't know.
But
I know
yeah, it's
the
such
Sapphire
a small...
test does it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's such a small chance. But if it happens, you save like 30 seconds instantly because the cutscene is over and it will just pretend that the Ralph is caught, even though it just got killed.
Like, all of this will just continue on as normal. Wally will just talk about how cool his Ralts is, but... Like, yeah. The game just accepts the Ralts as being caught, even though it died. Which I think changed in RS, where the catch control is now fully scripted.
Alright.
Alright, let's see if this works. So I'm gonna save here. I'm only gonna give this like 1 or 2 tries. If it doesn't work, I'm still fine. Like, this is not mandatory.
Still 9 in game time is not bad.
Oh, fuck, yeah. He didn't move, so I had to do the different movement.
Okay. Let's hope the step counter is fine also.
Yeah, that's my only worry right now, is that the step counter's off. Like, the fix was probably good. Alright, I'm just gonna skip him now.
Okay. So the idea was actually to try and get a Wingull early on, which makes the first fight easier, and it eliminates the search for a long, the long search for a flyer later on.
Yeah, so without the Wingull, what I have to do is get a Swablu later. And Swablu is 30%, which might sound like much, but it's not.
I believe 40 even.
I have no idea. It never gets, it never shows up when you need it to, that's all you need to know.
Yeah, and it's 1 hour into the run, so it used to be a big run killer, even after an hour into the run. If you just have to grind for a Swablu like 4 or 5 encounters, and you just lose a minute or so. So, it used to be really bad.
Alright, so this is the biggest troll in the entire game. This Poochyena likes to spam like Sand Attack a lot, and then after that does not kill you, and just spams Howl. So you can actually win this fight after a lot of Sand Attacks, which is just incredibly dumb. And you lose like 2 minutes, you just don't care. But he is really wanting to kill me right now, and I missed Tackle, which is not exactly good. Wow, alright, that's a very rare fight. But sure, that was fast at least. But I had to use a potion, which is not exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, everything for the safety.
One tail whip and only tackles. God damn it. It's better than a million Sand Attacks though, that's for sure. Alright, so another negativity about not having Wingull is that the next fight, the first trainer in Roxanne's gym, is gonna be extremely nerve-wracking.
Yep.
Because normally with Wingull, you can just like sack Wingull and water gun him once, and then the Wingull dies, and Mudkip only has to do 1 attack, and then that's it. But now I have to attack him 6 times, and he gets to spam tackle a lot on me, which is really bad.
Yep.
Luckily I do have Mudslap, which lowers his accuracy, so I hope for a lot of misses, because I only have 2 potions left. And I really need one for Roxanne, so if I don't have a potion for Roxanne, I'm definitely just gonna go back and grab one from the mart. Because it's nearly impossible to do Roxanne without a potion. Like, you need extremely good luck.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have been forced to use a lot of potions by now. So, let's hope that this tutor slows down.
Yeah, so Mudkip's not ground type yet, so I don't get stab off Mudslap, which is why it does like such low damage to the Geodude, which has high defense, since ground is physical in this gen. This was before the physical special split in 4, so. And yeah, with my HP, I'm definitely gonna go back now.
Oh.
Get another potion. You can also kill me here too, if he high rolls me from 8. Okay, you missed, good. Yeah, but I need to go back. Which is completely fine, like, I can instead pick up 1 Repel on the next route, and then save the money of buying 1 Repel, which is enough for me to buy another potion.
Backup strats.
I've done that in a few races actually, like it works fairly well.
Yeah, it sounds good. I've not too much race or marathon experience yet, so I didn't really think of it.
Alright, so if you want to explain Roxanne, what's about to go on?
Yeah, so, yeah, Roxanne is a fight that can also easily kill you. And, I don't remember the exact HP values, but based on the HP that you have, she will, yeah, she will decide what move to use. And I think if you are around, what is it, 19 to 22 HP, then, and you growl, then she will always use Harden. So you will slow down her attack on the nose pass, and at the same time you don't get damaged that turn. So you either want to be at those HP values, or you want to be full and try to win the fight that way. But yeah, if he crits you, then you're most likely gonna die anyways.
I'm actually gonna try the girl strats because I'm at 17 HP now and I'll always get 3 on the next level up, which means I go to 20.
Yeah.
And that should be fine. There's always a chance that Roxanne just does whatever she wants, but I hope that'll work out. Like I said, if it doesn't work, I can just potion and try again, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, this fight is just... it's a wreck.
Yeah, so if it works, it would save some time.
So the Nosepass actually has an Oranberry, and she has 2 potions. And there is something that we call the Magic Crit, which is where you're in Torrent and then crit the Nosepass, completely eliminating her from using potions, and that's a huge time saver.
Yep, that would be insane.
But she's tuned, it's fine. Could actually get a Torrent Water Gun off here. No, that's... yeah, great AI.
Oh, what did he do?
She hardened on turn 2. But if she doesn't crit, yo, that's a 2-shot. Hey,
wow.
That fight went surprisingly well.
Oh, that's insane.
I have no idea why she used hardened turn 2, but that saved my run.
A lot of time saved here also.
Yep, that was actually a really, really good Roxanne fight.
Yeah, I think you already saved like 2 minutes over what would be normal in a marathon by now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still like 7 minutes behind from the Mudkip minute, but that's fine.
Yeah.
It's alright. So I actually don't need to heal, because I actually want to keep Torrent for the next route, which will make it a lot faster.
Yeah. Can one-shot some things that you would usually two-shot.
Such as the second Aqua Pooch, which also likes to spam Sand Attack if you don't kill it, so it's always good.
I think it's also time to...
no, I can't.
You got a flyer?
Yeah, but...
Wait, maybe it's worth it. Wait,
if it pegs me, I die, and if I potion, I lose Torrent.
Yeah, you have to kill it.
It's not worth it.
It's too low HP to try and catch that.
So that actually worked out fine.
Yeah.
Because I need experience anyway. So getting it off that is actually completely fine. Can just repel there and then be good to go.
Yeah, I think it's also time to talk about spinners. Because there are several ways to pass a spinner. A spinner is like a trainer that can look in different directions. And there is a really consistent way to 100% pass every spinner. It's when you pause and go into your bag or Pokédex or Pokémon menu. It will reset their spin timer and you can just pass them for free. But it takes some time to do that. So there are also other tricks, like we saw in the forest. We saw Kylo run towards a spinner and then just easily walk by, and that is because spinners want to catch you when you run. So when you run, they are forced to look at a particular direction, and when you change from running to walking after that, you can also safely pass them. Now there is also a technique which is called run into bike, which is the fastest way but the hardest to pull off. And that's where you run towards a spinner and then try to hop on your bike right before them and pass them.
You probably won't be seeing many run to bikes because I have not practiced them at all. Like, that's the idea of the marathon, like, not practice. And run into bikes without practice is incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, it's an incredibly hard trick. You have like a 2 or 3 frame window wherein you have to mount your bike, and it has to be from standing still position, so you have to react like really fast.
Yeah, so this is what you'll be seeing throughout the run mostly. Bag manips have been found by RX Fates, I think, in Emerald. But you can use them in any Gen 3 game, so Ruby Sapphire or Fire Leaf Green also work.
Yeah.
And the only thing is, you don't, you cannot run after you unpause, which is why you have to close the menu with Start instead of B. That's like the only worry you have.
Yeah,
because
that's
if
a
you
big
run
mistake
by
that I
them,
made in the beginning.
yep, same. Like if you run by them, they'll just instantly catch you, and that's over. Crit the Machop, oh yeah.
Okay, that's really good.
So I saved before that fight because the low kick does 5 damage, and if it crits, I would die, so I don't want to risk it.
Yeah. Really fast section right here though, because of the torrent, and yeah. I think you only got one encounter, and
Yep,
that was
just
the
the
one
tail.
you needed.
Yep.
The one you needed for XP, so it's a great section.
Yeah, those are good Route 116. Unless I get another encounter here. We get Mudshot first.
Yeah.
Mudshot is also the move that I'll be keeping the longest on Mudkip, fun fact.
Yeah, it's a really strong move. The only problem with it is that it has 95% accuracy. So some runs die to missing like a crucial Mudshot at some point.
Some runs, yeah.
A lot of runs maybe. Yeah, it's just a really strong move that you cannot really go around because it's just so fast. But it also kills runs because of the not 100% accuracy.
I think it has like 85 base power or something, so it's really good. And since I evolved now, I am a ground type, so I just get stab out of that also.
Yeah.
So I need it to complete the run.
Oh yeah, and the soft sand, right?
Yep, that's what we get in like 10 minutes. Soft sand boosts ground type moves. And it's only for Mudshot. But that's how you know I use it a lot. Alright, so I'll be making my way to Dewford now. With older routes, we used to do late Brawley, so do Brawley after Flenory. We don't do that anymore, because early Brawley is faster, but a lot riskier. What do I
somehow
balls?
Somehow in Pokemon we always like to make everything risky to make it as fast as possible.
What do I buy? 3 supers, 2 speeds, 3 attacks, and 5 repels. Yep. So there are many ways where I could like save money. I could also just buy 1 X speed and then pick one up later. That would also like be helpful if I would need another potion here, but I'm good at 2. There are just a couple of ways where you can save money on that shop. Having potions is also actually helpful for the late game if you need to manip Torrent. Like healing 20 is definitely better than you might think. And that is the Grass of Doom, where you almost always get an encounter.
Let's hope for a flyer. Nope.
Nope.
That's the Wormpole.
I think Wingull is like a 10% encounter or something, so it's unlikely. You can get one, which would be nice. I don't even know if the Wingull dies to Water Gun, but probably.
Yeah, I have no idea either actually. I think Water Gun, maybe with Torrent it would die.
That's the only good thing about Swablu is that it's a guaranteed catch with a Great Ball. So, like I sold all of my balls. If I were to catch a flyer now, I've only had 1 ball for it, so I need the guarantee that it stays in there.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's hope for not many bongs, which I'll get anyway. Dewford Cave is always goofy. Because you're in the dark.
Yeah. Kind of have to know the map by heart.
1. Two. Yep. 3. Alright.
That's not too bad.
The last one could have been avoided. Alright, I'm fine. Menus are a bit wonky now because my repels are not where they usually are. That's because I picked up the repel on Route 116. Since you not normally do that, I have the repels in slots 2 or 3. Where normally they'd be at the second to last slot.
Yeah, it messes up your inventory a slight bit. There is the steel wing, but we will use it for money later.
Yep. TM's very helpful actually, since we need money.
Yep.
Now to Brawley, so I'll be fighting one fight before that. The only problem with this fight is that I don't want to get detect spam, which just wastes time and mudshot PP. The mudshot PP are what's more important though.
Yeah, the mudshot PP is pretty tight from here till... what's it? Where do we reset the PP?
Bike shot.
Oh yeah, bikes.
Alright, bite's perfect. So the thing with Brawley is we set up an X attack, and he has Leer, first of all, and Bulk Up, and he really likes to use Bulk Up, which is not too big of a deal. The big problem is if he crits, or uses 2 Bulk Ups, because Bulk Up does not only raise his attack, but also his defense, and we use Mudshot. So 1 Bulk Up already like counters our X attack, and 2 Bulk Ups are just trash overall.
Yeah.
So you have many ways to die. Let's just hope I can get like first or second try.
Yeah, it's a pretty high chance to die here.
Alright, so there's Bulk Up, which is not too big of a problem, like I said. The best thing now would be Seismic Toss, since Seismic Toss has a set damage of 17. That'd be really, really nice. Alright, 2 Bulk Ups. 2 Bulk Ups is fine. If I can crit him now, that'd be perfect, but he shouldn't go into healer range. That's not heal range. And Karate Chop, as long as this doesn't crit. So I should get the range here. Alright, good. So triple Bulk Up's fine, as long as you get that. I think that's like a slight damage range at the end there to kill. Might not be.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a range.
And then the Makuita just goes down to 2 Mudshots. The only thing this thing can really do is Arm Thrust. Right now it uses Bulk Up, which I should still kill. The only bad thing about this Makuita is Arm Thrusts, especially if the Machop used Leer. It does like 6 damage per hit.
Yeah. It can also use Sand Attack.
Yeah.
It's also pretty troll.
Sand Attack's probably even worse, but rarely happens.
Yeah.
That was a good fight actually.
Yeah, first try Brawley. It's actually pretty sick. That first run so far.
Yeah, surprisingly. So now we get to use Flash, and we got Bulk Up, which is another team that we're gonna sell for money.
But honestly, a 37-minute Brawley with 10-minute Mudkip is not bad.
Yeah, it's actually really not that bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good actually.
This would have been like sub 30 Brawley without, like with first or second try Mudkip, which is really good for marathon's sake. Since I also failed the Wingle minute.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's also true.
Alright, so don't forget the soft sand.
Oh yeah, we need a... Oh, I was thinking about revive, but... Of course we don't need to revive the Wingle now.
Yeah. So I just picked up a hidden ether. I don't need that ether. Whoops, that's the wrong house. I don't need the ether, it's pretty much just for safety. If I miss too many mud shots, I can get in trouble. So I'd really like to have that ether in case I do miss a lot of mud shots. As Araya already mentioned earlier, we ether after the bike shot, which we reset our mud shots to 15 hopefully, since the ether only restores 10 HP, 10 PP.
Yep.
There is a chance if I like end up at 4 or 3 mud shots that I don't even get full 15. And I think we use...
Yeah, we used 5 on Brawley, I think. Already, and then one on the metal
if I don't miss, I reckon I'll be fine.
Yeah.
The problem is that we use like 12 after Watson. And if I miss too many there, that can end up really badly. So that's probably the section that I want the ether most for. If it's just for safety, really.
Okay, our HP value is pretty good because, as Kylo mentioned before, right now we manipulate Rifle 2 by being between 19 and 40, 41?
39, I think.
Okay, so
sub 40 something.
Yeah, between 19 and 39 HP. It means that the normal will not go for Growl, and that's just what we need.
Alright, so normally 2 water guns can kill that Zubat. The normal stratgy is to tackle and water gun, which I don't like since tackle can miss, and that Zubat has supersonic.
Yeah.
But if you get a good enough roll on the first water gun like that, you can just 2-hit KO it, which is better.
I think I've died here a few times as well.
Yeah, confusion is just like... Confusion and accuracy drops are every speedrunner's worst nightmare, honestly.
Yeah. When that happens, you can already see like your run dying.
Okay, so Revel 2. The fight's actually like pretty straightforward itself. The only thing that keeps you from like winning is the Grovyle. And the fight's pretty straightforward. The only thing is if you crit, you're dead in one hit. And if you miss Mudshot, you're also dead. So yep. Either one's bad.
Yeah, it's the main reason why we set up the X attacks there and the X speed, because we have to two-shot him and we have to attack first. Because he can also heal up a lot with Absorb. Yeah. So Grovyle is a real asshole.
So the only negativity about being water ground is that grass is a 4x weakness.
Yep.
And the Grovyle, even though Absorb is a terrible move, it still does like 3/4 of her health at full HP.
And then he heals up for a lot.
Yeah. So the idea is you set up 2x attacks and an X speed, and then Super Potion on the normal, which, like we said, keeps spamming Tackle or Ember. And then we go in at almost full health into the Grovyle. We Mudshot once, and after the first Mudshot, he's actually slower. And then we can just kill him off, since we barely two-shot him with the Soft Sand and the 2x attacks. So let's hope everything goes according to plan. Alright. It's not over yet. I can still die to the Wilmer. I have died to Wilmer before. It's possible. Alright. That's Rival 2. Good. Nice. Good thing that's down. So yeah, the Absorb heal does not matter because he outspeeds turn 1. That's like the important thing about that fight, is that he outspeeds us, absorbs on full health, and then we're faster after the first Mudshot, so he can't absorb again. He does have
it's
quick
perfectly
attack,
thought out.
but quick attack does like 11 damage with a super high roll. So he, like, I was at 13, so he never goes for it at 13. And the chance of you dying to quick attack is actually really slim.
Yep.
So that worked out nicely.
But it's surprising that it's still a deathless run.
Yeah, so Watson is actually like one of the few gym leaders that are harmless. The only thing is Mudshot misses as usual, but there's nothing else really that can kill you. The terrible thing about Watson is his entire gym though, since the only attacking move pretty much that all the pokes have is Sonic Boom. And you want to be at sort of specific health going in and out of Watson, so...
Yeah,
we'll see what
because a
happens.
pretty scary fight is coming up also after Watson. And then we use the same trick as for Rifle 2, a kind of HP value that manipulates the Wingull from not using Growl or Supersonic is important there.
Alright, Super... Ether... Smash... So yes, I am teaching Rock Smash, the worst move in the game, to my main attacking Pokemon. That's all planned and fine.
Yeah, that's also a new addition since a while already. But we used to have a Zigzagoon in Pokemon Sapphire that we used for some HMs. But right now we do everything with Marshall. And when we switch to Kyogre, then the Swampert will be an entire HM slave basically.
Yeah, so its final moveset will be Surf, Dive, Rock Smash, and Strength. Which is actually not too bad to go through the run with, since we teach Dive when we don't actually need the Marshtomp anymore. So it keeps Mudshot until then, and we have Surf and Mudshot as our two main attacking moves, which is good enough for the end game until we get Kyogre.
Yeah, Dive actually has some use in the TNL fight, where it can come out handy sometimes.
Yep. That's
It's
gonna
actually
be
a
fun.
terrifying fight.
Yep. There's two fights in the game where you only have a 70% chance of winning. Tainaliza being one of them.
And the other one is?
Norman.
Alright, oh yeah, of course.
But yeah,
I think actually, and the Pool Trainer Brook is also like 75%, right? 78?
yeah, that's the third most like unlikely trainer to win against, is the one coming up after Watson.
Yeah.
Which is actually
Coming up
funny because it's not even a gym leader or anything, just some random trainer.
Yeah, a random trainer with a really strong Roselia.
Let's just tackle. Alright, it's actually not too bad. I actually wanted Sonic. Oh, I missed much. Okay. Okay, Oh.
Oh.
Alright, I need to heal already. Actually, no. I'll get the heal. It's all good. The only really bad thing about like my health is that I cannot use a Pokemon Center right now. I need my Pokemon, my last entered center to be the one in Petalburg. Otherwise, my cool and secret strats won't work.
This is pretty scary.
Alright, perfect. That tackle was really good.
Oh my boy. That's indeed really good.
Alright, good thing you actually have 2 potions left. This works out really nicely.
Yeah.
So if I don't miss anything on Watson, I'll be fine. If.
Don't we need more healing items? After
No,
this?
it's fine. Oh, actually, yeah, I need to buy 1 potion if I get Sonic Boom here. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally, like, for the next fight I need about, like, 10 health. But since I'm at 22 and I'll get Sonic Boom once, I'll be at 2, which is not enough, unfortunately.
But I forgot, we also need to heal after that one though, right?
After Brook? No.
Oh.
Yeah, well,
Archie,
I do need to heal after Brook, but we do the follower mart anyway.
Oh, okay, of course, yeah.
Super
It's
and follower mart.
It's been a long time since I played this actually. I forgot there was a mart in between.
Actually, wait, how much damage? The Winkle does 9, damn it, I'll be at 8 HP I think. I can go for the no high roll, but it's probably not worth it.
Yeah, could also take Heal House and then go for the full HP strat. But
damn, it's 7 health, that's not worth it. I'll just buy the potion.
yeah, okay.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I
one
can
potion.
pick up the XP down here and then just sell that, and then I have enough money for the extra potion, so it's fine.
Yeah, or buy 1 XP less in the next section.
Gotcha.
Okay, it was still deathless.
Yep.
Somehow still deathless.
Alright, so I got the XP here. I get another potion. I can't even buy regular potions here.
Oh.
That's not good.
Okay,
where's the heal section? I don't even know.
Okay, yeah, it's on the right, CTB.
On the right of CTV, oh okay.
Yeah, I think instead of going left to CTB, you go right. Oh, not that, yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I know where it is. I got you.
Oh, it shooted.
Ah shit, I used that repel way too early. Oh, okay, that's alright. Can manage. I should have used that repel here.
Yeah, that's alright.
That'll be fine. So that hiker is one of the worst spinners to hit.
Yeah.
He has 4 G.
It's like, yeah, forward shooted. It's so slow.
It's really bad. Alright, let's have to do this without repels now that I repel too early. I was just like really confused because later on you're supposed to already have repel active there.
Yeah.
With super repels. Also,
Only
why
two
can't
repels.
you find Torkoals here at level 14? Why doesn't it normally even evolve? What the fuck?
Wow.
Do this. Alright, hopefully there aren't any trainers here. I've never been here actually. Oh, there's probably one.
Somewhere, yeah, oh yeah, that house, it is. There are no trainers.
Alright, full health Brook's gonna be fun.
Yeah, so now the Wingull will be more likely to use some troll moves. And we kind of have to try and get through that.
Yeah, that's really the only bad thing here.
It's basically just praying now. Only we can do is pray.
If I do get Growl, that's probably the worst thing. But still fine. Supersonic Mist would be ideal.
Yeah.
Alright, so the terrible thing about this fight's the Roselia, which is a range. Alright, that supersonic hit, that's also fine. If I just get through.
Keep this run deathless.
I also will try. Alright, snapped out, that should still kill. Never mind.
Oh.
Alright, I think I'm fine at. Oh, she is. Alright, that's not worth it then.
Oh, she's potioning.
Yeah.
Alright, but first death, only here, it's not too bad.
It's a 50% for Supersonic to hit, like, she can just miss.
Yeah.
Alright, I got the 2-shot there, that's good. Yeah. So Roselia's not that big of a problem here, because I can live 1 Mega Drain.
Yep.
If I crit her, I still win. Okay, don't. So as long as she does... Stuns? What? Alright, sure. What?
Okay.
I don't even know she had Stun Spore.
It's also the first time that I've seen this. It's a bit weird to see this fight from full HP, because usually you want to be around half.
Well, I don't need to heal for Archie now, that's good.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Every disadvantage has its advantage.
Alright, hopefully I don't hit any trainers here. Oh, I didn't. Cool.
Damn,
Okay.
I hated to be 7 seconds behind.
So this is the follower shop, which is the biggest shop in the run. This is pretty much where you get almost anything. So here we can sell our nice TMs that we got, and don't like even need anymore.
Yeah, they're worth a lot of money. Except the shockwave, we will need it later. On the second main. Kyogre.
Completely forgot what to buy. 1 speed, not 8. I want 8 attacks, there you go. Alright, I'm Gucci. Whew. Alright, so now I need to catch Swablu, which won't hopefully take long, if it all goes well.
Yeah, hopefully first encounter.
Nope. Lombre is the other encounter that we'll see a lot.
Yeah. Bush is full of Lumbres.
And Lotad, sure. This is why Wingull Manip is so much fun.
Yeah. Because you don't have the insecurity an hour into a run anymore. Fortunately, this is a marathon now. But for a speedrun, for like an actual PB attempt, it would be really bad.
Yeah, so this is what Araya was talking about, where Swablu used to kill a lot of runs, and this is why.
Yeah. Okay, there it is.
Of course. I actually want more damage on that thing, because if I only like leave it at this much HP, it's not gonna die to Archie 1, which is what I need it for.
Oh yeah.
Of course, Sing had to hit, as usual. That's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, now it will be guaranteed. I'm a little bit behind in the stream, so you probably already caught it, but...
Yeah. God, I can't name.
You want to call it Wingull?
It's always there in our memories. Alright, so I can skip the potion here. Because I'm still at healthy HP. Yeah, Wingull will always be there in our hearts.
Yep. And now it looks like you nailed the manip.
Yeah. If they don't pay attention to the actual, like, what poke it is, then yeah. I haven't fought any spinner yet, have I? I didn't.
A what?
So I haven't fought any spinner yet, so I'm on low XP.
Spinners? Yeah. Yeah, it's low XP.
That'll probably change soon, but whatever.
Wait, and the tutor? Did you kill the tutor, or...?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I should have. Probably.
It depends on the level, but... Some tutors give enough XP to get the high XP route. I'm not sure which level though exactly, but...
Yeah, so if we were talking about low or high XP route, that's meant for Rival 3 later on. If you get about 200 XP or more, you can do what we call high XP route, where you menu after the Rival fight. Otherwise you'll have to, like, rare candy before and all that jazz.
Yeah, so it basically changes the point where you can rare candy. And then some Pokemon later on might be a better range or something like that.
Alright, so if you all like that movement going up to Mount Chimney, we can do all of that again. Because this game is torture.
Round 2. A lot of trainers to pass here also without hitting them.
Strength over water gun. I had to remember. Alright, so my backup ether actually is useless now because we used the heal house, so I got like all my PP back anyway.
It could still be nice for if you have low surf PP later.
True, for a Kyogre.
Yeah, for like for T-Nell maybe. Like if the Swampert has to use too many surfs before T-Nell, you might run out, right?
Yeah, it could be. Or I've run out of surfs on Archie too, actually. That's a good idea.
Yeah, for example, like usually the backup would be there to grab the max elixir, but I think now you are fine with the ether.
Damn, no trainer. So there's like a 1 in 64 chance that you see an NPC during this cutscene. It's incredibly rare. I've gotten it once actually.
Oh yeah.
But it's really rare.
I've seen it before, yeah. It's so troll. There's just an NPC walking on the mountains.
Yeah, I think it can be like a hiker or a picnicker, like one of the two. Not quite sure.
Yeah, it's the one with the green cap. It's like a picnicker, right? Yeah. Or can it also be a hiker?
Why am I using tech? Oh fuck. Oh, of course, need to get punished for it. God damn it. You just use Mudshot now, like? Okay.
Oh, that'll be fine.
Ugh. Alright, snapped out. I still need to heal though. Well, actually, no, I'll heal during. It's fine. In theory, if the Archie fight would go how I would want it to, I don't need to heal at all, but it never goes how you want it to, so you probably always have to heal. But how Archie works is that, in theory, you set up a guard spec with your flyer and then let it die. And then if the Mightyena is bad, it'll keep spamming Sand Attack, which won't hit you. And you can just set up all your X items and be fine. But the Mightyena never uses Sand Attack and just keeps spamming fucking Bite. Then it just kills you.
I think this HP might be good though, for that.
Yeah, Bite does 21 HP, so I can, at max, so I can easily tank too, which is good.
Another reason why it's nice to have your flyer first is that you don't get the Intimidate attack decrease from the Mightyena. The passive from Mightyena.
Oh yeah, true, that's why you send out the fly first, because Intimidate would screw you over.
Yep.
Alright, this is also one of the best songs in the game, so enjoy. You only get to hear it twice.
Yeah, so the guard spec prevents from any lowering, any stat lowering stuff.
Wait, yeah, not by X speeds? Oh, I did, they're just higher up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I did buy X speed.
That was scary for a second.
Yep, that's what I mean. So now I can't actually set up my second X attack because my mist is gonna run out. So there's still a chance that the Mightyena can use Sand Attack, and I just don't want to risk it. So I have to set up the second X attack on Golbat. I also want to set up the second X attack after I strength once, because if I would just X attack twice, I would put the Mightyena into healer range with 1 strength. And that's really slow. We don't want, actually, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, so I was supposed to use Tackle there to not hit the Golbat into heal range, because that's what happens. And using the Super Potion is slow, and I missed Tackle again.
Uh-oh.
Yep, that's a classic Archie fight, actually. Like, only 1 Sand Attack and a Tackle miss. That's classic.
Let's
The
hope
only
we hit
thing
the,
that I would need now is a miss on Sharpedo and then die.
Hey, you got the Sharpedo.
Alright, that's Archie 1. Classic fight. But it all works out. So the bad thing is that I'm down 2 Super Potions now, because of that miss. It's not, like, super big of a deal, but I would like to have Super Potions for Norman's gym, especially.
Yeah, we're gonna buy some energy powder though.
Yeah,
Which
so
is,
yeah, I'm really hoping that that's gonna be enough with the energy powders. Oops.
yeah, let's hope so. Otherwise we might need to sell something later. For more healing items.
Yeah, so here we get energy powders, which restore 50 health. So they're just like super potions. We also get 2 energy roots, with restore 200 health. And then we get 2 heal powders, which are like full heals. So the general idea of the herb items are that they reduce your friendship, I think, but they're just they cost less. And since we don't care about friendship at all, since Pokemon are just there to fight, right? We don't actually care about that. We just take the lower price.
Yep. A Flenory Fight is actually a really interesting fight, and it's also the reason why Kylo went to walk into the Battleburg City Center. But you will see in a second.
Yeah, so obviously, Flenory can poison me, but I really wouldn't want that to happen.
Yeah, poison would be so unlucky.
Yeah, that'd be terrible. Because, I mean, I could die from that. We don't want that to happen.
Yeah, all these poison ticks, so slow.
So unfortunately I have to heal because I'm in overheat range. And even though overheat's 4 times resistant, I'd still die to that. So now it's time to set up a lot of X attacks on Slugma. And he is keeping to miss Smog. Sunny Day is bad. So I really want him to hit Smog, actually. Because I want to get damaged. That's bad. Sunny Day and Light Screen is just... It doesn't matter at all, but he wastes turns where he could attack me with Smog. That's literally everything. I reckon you waste like 1 X back. I have to reset that. So
yeah, I'm behind on your stream, so I can't see if you get poisoned or not. But
yes, I did get poisoned right there, luckily, but I had to reset anyway. Like, I just want to do this fight again. I could have used more X specials, but I don't want to waste too many, and the follower shop, where I just was, is the only place in the entire game where you can get X specials. So I can't get any later if I need them.
yeah, that's
Sunny day again, wow.
Okay.
Have some mercy, Slugma.
So we need the smogs from this guy. We just need the smogs. And he missed another smog.
God damn it, what's he doing? Slugma's not being cooperative at all, which is really unfortunate. There we go, alright, so... Oh damn, I mean... Dang it.
Did he do it?
Yeah, I got poisoned. Damn.
Oh, you got poisoned? So unlucky.
That's unlucky. I might actually die here. Damn.
Okay, good luck.
Hopefully I won't die. That was second try? Yeah, second try.
Yeah.
Better than I expected.
Not too bad.
It's a good thing the first Slugma actually only has light screen. Reflect would be terrible for us, but light screen just doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm at 27 HP and I'm poisoned. That's it's a bad situation for me to be in, I think.
Yeah, you just have to do it in the gym.
Like, I might just like have to walk around a bit and try to think what I can do now.
Yeah. Yeah, just do that.
I'll think.
Yeah, okay.
So I got another TM, which is Overheat, but we don't use any of the gym leaders' TMs, except Watson's. Watson gives us a nice TM that we can use. Alright, let me think what I can do about this poison situation here. It's actually tough.
Yeah, just keep on walking.
Yeah, I mean, this run would be better if I wouldn't get poisoned probably, but we'll see. I mean, I need some kind of way to go back. Ah, it's tough. It's tough.
What's the next gym we need?
I think it's Norman actually. Damn, that's far away.
Norman? Yeah, that's really far away. That's a long walk.
Oh shit, I died. Oh man.
It's a long walk.
Wow, what a coincidence. Wow.
Look where we are.
I found a way to go to Norman fast. Nice.
Yeah, so that's actually a really neat trick. You can just... We call it a death warp. You set the center early on, and then after Flenory, you just try to to die on purpose and get there again.
Yeah, so that's also why you can't use any other center. If you just enter a Pokemon Center, it sets the death point to that one. Yeah. So if I'm not using this here. If I were to heal in any center, then my warp point would get removed from Petalburg, and I have no like fast and easy way to go back. And that's also why I need the poison from Flenory. If I do not get poisoned, I can't death warp. And that's just terrible.
Yes.
Oh boy. Sing and Attract.
Yeah, this Delcat is actually yeah, it's actually a troll.
This Delcat doesn't seem like it, but it's terrifying. Because she uses Nyx accuracy, so it makes Sing like... I don't even know what accuracy it has. But it's high. And it uses Attract too, which like she really wants you to miss.
This is such a long sleep also.
Yeah, 5 turn. I don't even know why I didn't heal the sleep, honestly, but whatever.
Yeah, I used to heal it off, but on the other hand, she can use Sing again after you heal it off, so it's... kind of annoying. Okay, you hit it now. Good.
This is every Sapphire runner's worst nightmare. Nothing you can do about it. So I already need to heal, which is great. Where's my mental powers?
Even if she doesn't use attract, she still has the ability immobilize or something.
Q
so
charm.
If you
Yep.
Q charm, yeah. So if you hit her with a physical move, Mudshot doesn't trigger it, but strength triggers it sometimes in like 30% of the cases to also be attract.
Yeah, that Delicate just really wants you to love it, but... Like, before, when you used to just reset for random Mudkips, it'd be... Like, it would just be perfect for you to get a female Mudkip. Because you wouldn't have to worry about attract. But now we always have a guaranteed male Mudkip, so I have to just deal with that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Alright, just this fight can only go bad if I miss, so I'm gonna save. But the next fight's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, the next fight is also a big round killer usually.
So Norman leads with his Liking, which has the Truant ability, which makes it go blind every second turn, so it can't attack. And we really abuse that mechanic to be able to set up on those turns where it doesn't attack or heal. We also set up an X defend in the fight, and you know that shit's about to get real if a speedrunner uses X defend items. Even with the X defend, there is a chance I can die because, well, first off, crits just kill me, but second of all, there is a slight chance that if he gets 2 high roll facades, he can still kill me, even through the X defend. And that's not fun. I'm gonna tell you, it's not fun. So this is the first fight with a 30% chance to die.
Yep. Pretty sick fight.
There are no glitches in this run, no. Sapphire, the name of the category is also just any percent. Like, there are glitches, but none of them are worth for a speedrun. They're all just like really dumb, fun stuff.
The title has changed to any percent glitchless though, since the glitch in
that's true, the Japanese
Ruby.
one. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so the Japanese Ruby makes use of candy duping, where you can get a lot of candies and then you just fight the whole game with a level 100 Swampert. So the title has recently changed to any percent glitchless for this one. I think 2 weeks ago.
Alright, so if he uses Feint Attack, that's good. So that's the strat right there. 2 facades put you at such low health that you can manipulate him into using Feint Attack, which does way less damage than facade. And I missed the range! Oh god. Ooh. That's a reset actually.
Yeah, so that's the horrible thing about this fight. You are dependent on him to crit or high roll you. You are dependent on hitting your mud shots, and you're dependent on hitting in the range. There are 3 factors that just can kill a lot of runs.
Yeah. Like, I don't have the healing items necessary in order to heal back up from that, unfortunately. So let's try again. Yawn. Alright, that's rare, but fine. Okay. That's why we buy the heal powders. So I can use the heal powder. He's gonna use Facade, probably. He might actually use Yawn again. His AI is trash sometimes. Yep, there's Yawn. That's why you buy 2 heal powders.
Do we still have the full heal, or?
Yeah, I still do.
Okay. That range looks already better.
Yeah, I should get that for sure. Okay, there's Facade, so... I'm gonna heal here. Because this is another loafing turn, and then after that I'm gonna be faster anyway, so I can just kill him. So I have one more healing item, which I can hopefully use on the Vigoroth, and then if I be at just the right HP, I can manipulate the last slacking into just using a Focus Punch. Or I just crit the Vigoroth and he just doesn't use Focus Punch. Okay, this is probably over again. Oh. Since I only have one more healing item. Ugh.
Yeah, he's gonna be locked into yeah.
Well, I mean, I have seen him use Focus Punch from 30 health. It's possible, but not if I miss. No, he did use Focus Punch, see?
Okay.
The trash AI is back again. So I don't know why this happens, but, like, he could kill me with Facade. I don't even think it's a damage range. But for some reason, he just wants to use Focus Punch.
That's really weird.
How Focus Punch works is he tightens his focus on turn 1, and if he gets hit on turn 1, he just loses his focus and doesn't do anything. But if he doesn't get hit while tightening his focus, then he gets to attack on turn 2. And Focus Punch has like 150 power or something. It's crazy. But
really
so what we want to do is just keep Mudshotting him. Obviously, if I miss Mudshot, then he gets to use Focus Punch, which would be bad.
Slocking is already like a Pokemon that doesn't attack a lot because of his ability, and then he decides to use moves that also don't get a chance to attack. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's really good for us that he actually has Focus Punch. Like, it makes the fight a lot better. So the fact that I'm at low HP is actually really nice. I am close to Torrent. I don't know if I'm in Torrent, probably not. But for the third next fight is what I actually want Torrent for, so we'll see if I can get it.
Yeah.
So now we got Surf, which is one of the many reasons why the Water Start is the most used one in Pokemon speedrunning. Surf is just a good move.
Yeah, 100%, a lot of power, 95.
Yeah, and it hits both targets, so if I'm in double battles...
Yeah.
That's really,
got
really
the
helpful.
stab, of course, the stab boost.
Yeah, so it's 90 with stab, so 135 base power, which is really good.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is a little rare candy farm. I'm getting this one, and then one later. Those are for the Rival 3 menu, which we talked about earlier with high XP route and low XP route. So I'm changing up the shopping here. I'm actually selling a TM, Overheat, to get more super potions. I can buy 2 more. That's just for safety, really. But I take all the safety I can get. Alright, now we have another long biking section. Which is everyone's favorite.
Yeah, the
This
bike
time-
mechanics are actually pretty nice in Gen 3. So fast.
Yeah, biking is fun as long as you don't bonk. Bonking makes, like, all your inputs get eaten, which is just completely terrible.
Yeah.
So as long as you don't, like, bonk anywhere, mock biking looks really cool and fun. Alright, so here's the second rare candy. This is also the part where I really don't want to hit any spinners. Most of the spinners on the upcoming route can easily kill me. There's one that has a... I actually don't know the name of the poke. Yeah, that was my bad.
Wait,
That's
which one do you mean?
Yeah. The Breloom, that's it.
Oh, Breloom, yeah.
Breloom. The
That one's
Breloom guy
scary.
can just easily kill you.
This is high XP now, though, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, like... Sapphire is interesting in that hitting one spinner is completely fine, because high XP,
Yeah.
like... It's alright. But 2 spinners and up, that's already trash. So let's hope it's this one and nothing else. So I am not on torrent, but I'm not far off. That's good. Good. So hopefully I can do this. Okay, so I have to let go of left there for like a second in order to pass the rotato. Rotators are different from spinners in that they rotate at a set speed. Spinners are obviously random in the speed. So if I were just to keep holding left the entire time, I would hit that rotator. But by letting go of left for like a second there, I can easily pass them. Because like Araya said, if you bike past them, they can't see you just by running. So this is one of the spinners.
Rotators are much more preferred for speedrunners than the spinners.
That spinner right there was actually one that we don't have a good way to manipulate, so that one you will always use the back manip for. Like, there's no good way to run it to bike for him, or something like that. Yeah. So that is the Breloom guy, which I definitely don't want to hit.
Nice. Got past him.
Very good. So this is Weather Institute, which is where we're gonna get our next party member. Good old cast form, which is actually really helpful later on in the 10 Laserfoot.
Yeah. Hopefully tanks a hit.
So I'm gonna strength this Carvana in order to get rough skin damage, and that is that Torrent? That is Torrent.
Yep.
So for the Aqua Admincelli in this, I really want to have Torrent because I can one-shot her Mightyena. If I don't have Torrent, I need to go through Swagger and all that, and it's awful. So
Wait, is it a one-shot though?
I think, yeah.
I can remember something like that was still range, but I'm not sure. Wait, I will look.
It's probably a range.
Yeah. Might be scary if she bite crits or something.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, it should not be the biggest deal to die here. But, yes.
So my notes say bite does 24 max, so she'd had to crit me to kill. Which I mean, it's Sapphire, so everything can do that, but yeah, I'll reckon it'll be fine.
Okay, let's hope this will be fine.
Right, so the Carvana only dies to Surf and Torrent. That's why I want Torrent too. Just for this. No, the Mightyena is what really worries me. Oh yeah, that is actually a range, wow.
Let's hope he doesn't kill you.
She potions, no. Oh, she doesn't actually potion. Okay, never mind then.
Okay, good.
Alright, good.
Got him.
That was good. All good. All planned. Calculated.
Yeah. Just the right amount of health.
That was actually, like, I was at 26, right? So that bite did 20 damage. That was actually, like, the lowest possible roll.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's cool. Alright, so I am on high XP route, which is good. And that means I can menu after the rival fight.
Yeah, we also reset the health and PP here.
Yeah, that's why, like...
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how the Shelly fight goes, because you heal anyway after.
Yeah.
Get all the PP. It's just the easiest way to get the PP back.
It's such a fast heal also. It's like the bed is so fast. Much faster than a Poké Center, for example.
Oops. So this time the normal is actually back, and this time it's back with magnitude. Alright, 10. Perfect. Just what I wanted.
Oh, that's a big hit.
Yep. So magnitude can range from magnitude 4 to 10. 10 being like a 5% or 10% chance. And it does more damage the higher the magnitude is. So magnitude 10 just does an incredible amount of damage.
Yep. So in this fight, actually normal is the scary guy and not the Growfile anymore.
What? What the fuck?
Whoa.
Holy shit. Okay.
That's so close. Might
two
even wanna,
takedown crits. That's
might
new.
even wanna go back to the bed, right?
I'm thinking about it.
he did so much damage, holy moly.
Holy goddamn.
Even burned a super potion. It's pretty rare though that he does so much damage.
That was an incredibly rare fight. Like I got magnitude 10 and 2 takedown crits. That's insane. Okay. Yeah, so that's how like every trainer in Sapphire can kill you basically. That's a prime example. Like normally it's impossible to die to that fight.
Yeah.
Oh well, if he wants you dead, he will get you.
I think I've never seen it dying there. What? Yeah, a magnitude 10. It does so much damage. Like a magnitude 10, as we saw, it did like half HP. While if it would do magnitude 4, it would do like nothing.
Yeah, my note said magnitude 4 does 3 damage. So
oh yeah, 3 or something.
You can.
So there's
you can see
such
how
a big
low it
variance.
is. Yeah, so mag 4 does 3 damage, whereas mag 10 full magnitude is over half. And I forgot to menu actually, but that's alright.
Oh.
It's
Nah,
not
at least the
worth-
Meryl reminded you.
Yeah. I mean, it's not worth doing it now, but... It's fine.
You still need the rare candies though.
You just gotta do that in front of the gym.
Yeah.
So Steven wants us to show us his cool, or our cool battling skills, which is running away from wild Pokemon. It's accurate.
And then he's like, whoa, intriguing battling style.
Yeah, very intriguing. Running away from shit. Alright, so... I want a candy twice here to 34. Just gotta use the repel so I don't, like, get confused. So get the Mystic Water, get the Soft Sand, and equip Mystic Water. So Soft Sand has done enough for us. Rival 2 or other fights. But now the Mystic Water is just better. Which, like, it's actually super nice that Castform just comes with the Mystic Water for free.
Yeah.
It really helps.
Such a nice coincidence.
Alright, so this is the very annoying gym puzzle. And a very annoying gym leader, if you wanna explain what happens.
Yeah, and by the way, Mystic Water is not only nice for Swampert, but we will also use it on Kyogre later on. So it's just a really nice item. And yeah, Winona coming up. I believe you X special
Once.
on the first Pokemon, which is a Swallow, and that Swallow can spam double team, and yeah, it might be really hard to hit. And I believe the serve is even a range to kill there, or is it not on high XP?
It is. That's the problem about the fight.
Yeah, it's still on a range. And when you finally pass a Swallow, you have to set up 5 X attacks on Pelipper, and Pelipper can also troll you if he wants. Yeah, there are a lot of X items you have to set up there. Oh, and now he gets wrecked by the Swablu, which is not normally expected, but
always 5 turn for your attack, and like 5 turn sleep again.
Wow. Keeps Fury attacking.
Yeah, great. Like, sleep is just great.
Well, luckily you bought a lot of extra potions.
Yep, that's why I buy the extra super potions. Just for that.
But yeah, the Winona fight is there's a lot of variance there also.
So I think like the surf range on 1x special is actually not too bad. Like it's preferred. Your favorite to hit. But if you miss it, it's awful because for some reason they thought like giving that Swallow, Endeavor, and Quick Attack is a good combo, so it just keeps spamming that.
Yeah. Well, and the double teams might even cause you to miss the serve, so.
Yep. So you set up an X special, she almost always uses double team, then you keep missing, she keeps aerial acing, then you miss the range, she potions, you keep missing the range, and then you die. That's how the classic Winona fight goes, so
yeah.
Let's see if I can show that off to y'all.
And when you're finally happy to get past the Swallow, you still have to set up like 5 X attacks.
So there's double team. I actually hit, wow. And I got the range, wow, alright,
okay.
Now that I said it, fuck.
That's an insane start.
That is not how this fight's supposed to go. Like, don't think it's this easy. It's not. The fight's not this easy.
Yeah, and now we hope the Pelipper doesn't confuse us. It would be best if he just spams Protect, right? Because that does nothing while you're setting up. But it can use stuff like Supersonic, and that's really annoying.
Yeah, actually, Supersonic is super rare from this Pelipper. Like, only if you're at super high HP like I am right now. It's actually doing, like, no damage to me, which is funny.
Wow. What a fight. What a fight. Ah, and it still hit one Supersonic.
What the fuck? Fucking no damage with no-no, what?
Wow.
I've never seen that ever.
Yeah,
well,
so this amount of extra X is needed because you really want to one-shot this Altaria.
Yeah. So you want to be in Torrent for this Skarmory to one-shot, but I was very far off because Pelipper was like doing its thing for once.
Wait, she didn't even heal. She heals normally, right?
Why did I just use... Oh shit, use D-Dance. Please don't be faster after this.
Yeah, she's faster, I think.
Alright, good. Well, hey, I'm a Torrent now. That's good.
Yeah, this amount of HP is not bad. Not bad.
Ugh.
Although you kinda wanna heal later again for the Aqua fight.
Yeah. For now, the HP is actually, like, I don't need to heal now. Monpire is fine without, but yeah, for the Aqua hideout, I definitely need to.
Yeah.
That's why I bought the extra super potions, all for this. Alright, I can dodge some more spinners now. Hopefully I won't hit any. Hopefully. Repel. Don't think I need to do anything else. I don't know, I teach Fly later. Yeah. Hopefully I remember to actually teach Fly. Oops, I was meant to pause that. Just so you know.
Nice.
Alright, I probably messed that up too, but it's fine, it's fine. I, like...
Oh, that was so close!
I'm good. I'm good.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Alright, so we're picking up person berries here for Kyogre later. Since we don't want our Kyogre to get confused, like Swampert already does. Yeah. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna bike into Lily Cove and just exit out. What this does is, as soon as you enter a new town, you unlock the fly location for that. So, I don't want to go to Lily Cove right now, but I want to get there fast later on. And I can get there by flying. So that's why I set the fly location. So my Wingull can now learn fly.
Yep, the wing god.
The wing god. That's all it does. Is learn fly. Now we can go and beat Vampire. Which actually has my favorite soundtrack in the game, the Vampire Peak.
Oh yeah, it's so good. Did you check out those remixes from that?
Yeah, like almost all of them.
So good.
It's crazy. This soundtrack in general is just good. Like if you're looking for a good Pokemon soundtrack, then here you go. Alright, so wait, don't actually... my notes don't say how much HP I want for the Aqua Fight, but I'll just Super Potion, it'll be fine. So these fights are all just really boring because you one-shot everything. And this is just all story time.
Yeah. Maybe the only exciting thing is hitting mud shots.
Yeah. Nothing you can kill you if you miss them though. Like, these are all too weak.
Yeah, they put the weak Aqua Grunts on top of the Vampire.
Alright, so we got Marshtomp now. Our final evolution of the run.
Yep. Our master HM slave.
Music is too good. Why?
Yeah,
that might actually still kill. I was not meant to use Surf, but Carvana just has such low defenses that it still kills it.
It might only mess up the Surf P a bit, but...
Probably not, because I healed again. No, actually,
yeah.
It might... I'll be fine. I have the extra ether.
Yeah.
So that should be cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Alright, so Archie stole the red orb. No, he stole the blue orb. I don't even know. I get the other orb.
Yeah, okay. You get the blue.
I get the blue, he stole the red. That's it. And there's also another rare candy up here that I want to get.
Yeah, and we have to YOLO grass it.
Ending an encounter. Perfect.
Nice. Clean.
Clean Vampire. So yeah, YOLO grass is pretty much just that. It's statistically not worth buying an extra repel to use. Because on average, it takes more time to buy a repel and use it than like the average encounter you get there.
Wait, you still have the repel on?
Did I? Did I repel like later than I should have?
Yes. Well, just right when you bike to the harbor, it said repel were off.
I didn't even pay attention.
That's nice.
I'm confused. Or whatever. Then forget about YOLO grass.
Yeah, new strats figured out right here.
Alright, so now I'm gonna fly back to Lily Cove, which is why I unlocked the fly location, and then I can go to the Aqua Hideout. That's not what I want to serve. Yeah. Alright, so I got an encounter before here. Again, not worth using a repel there.
Ooh. Yeah, so this is also a little YOLO, few YOLO tells, but it's really rare to get an encounter there.
Alright, so Aqua Hideout. The movements here actually is kind of cool because you just walk past a lot of trainers and they just don't care.
Yeah. You're like one tell away from them, but they just keep running.
Alright, so I'm gonna wait here. If you bonk into that walking trainer, you actually cannot pass her again, so makes it really hard to pass if you bonk, so just wanted to make sure. Alright, so I'm taking this detour to get the Master Ball. You can skip this, but it's even harder than I think all the other manips.
Yeah, you have to hit 2 windows.
3.
Oh, 3 even. Yeah, you have to hit 3 windows. They are not frame perfect, but still, you have to be in the cluster from all the 3 windows in a row, which is, yeah, it's insane. I've only seen one man try it, and that's Pokey Guy, but even he gave up.
Yeah, the Master Ball manip is stupidly hard. But it does save you about 40 seconds, so you get a lot from it. Oh, that's almost wrong. So you need to be as high up as possible to dodge Shelly there. So I'm just gonna potion once. Which I probably don't need to, but I just want to be super safe. Once I actually fight Matt.
I think you even hope for damage, right? To manipulate the Nell later.
Yeah, I want to get a bit of damage.
Yeah.
Which I will, because the Sharpedo does outspeed me, so that does get a crunch off.
Yeah.
And just in case that crits, I'm gonna be safe.
Yeah, can he even use
Screech.
non-damage moves?
Yes, Screech.
That sucks.
That's right. I can still get like Nightshade from Zatu or something.
Yeah. We just have to hope for Nightshade now. So again, what we are talking about is there is a fight coming up, the 7th Gym Leader TNL, which is one of the most complicated, the most complicated fight in the game, and they will use like really annoying moves like Calm Mind or Sunny Day when you're at high HP. So this is why we want to be. It's between 39 and 74 HP.
Alright, so I'm gonna use my last repel here for the way to TNL. That's not what I wanted. So there's one like rotating swimmer here that I always hit that one. I think I dodged that.
Ooh,
I know I keep hitting him for some reason. Which you really shouldn't, but whatever. Alright, Mossdeep City. So there's a few things I want to do before actually fighting TNL. One is buying some potions. Because that's always good. With some max repels. So I'm actually gonna buy a full heal here. Because there is a chance that the TNL fight can go horribly wrong and they use Hypnosis. And sometimes I can still heal that off. That's why I want to get the full heal. Just in case.
Wait, I'm confused. I thought I saw you buying no max repels, but I might be wrong.
but definitely. I'll check, but I definitely do.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I'll
Okay.
check.
I
So I
told you
get
selected
die.
full heals twice, but
So this is when Swampert becomes the full HM slave. No, I do have max repels. Okay.
you do? Okay.
Alright.
My bad.
Yeah, just for it's better to check.
Yeah.
So I want to max repel here, and then teach dive. So dive is actually, like Araya already said, a very crucial move for TNL, because the Solrock has Solar Beam, and what you can do is, like, Solar Beam instantly kills me no matter what. But if they charge Solar Beam, I can dive, and then when Solar Beam actually hits, I'm underwater. So I can dodge it completely, which is really nice.
Yeah, and another upside from the move is that when you use Surf, it actually splits the damage, because it hits 2 targets, and Dive will only hit 1 target, but gets the full damage off.
Yeah, so dive just does more damage in the end, which is single target way better.
And you get a Nightshade, that's amazing.
Alright, so I got 2 Nightshades.
Oh, 2. Yeah.
My notes say I want to enter the fight at 39 HP minimum. I'm at 32. So
Do you have a regular potion? No,
No, I
right?
don't. I'll just go like this. I'll reckon I'll be fine.
Yeah. You will be fine.
If the fights decide to go terribly wrong, I will have to use an Hyper Potion, which does not make the fight better. Going in at full HP is probably just as bad. That's unlucky. One Nightshade would have been extremely good, but 2 is
The thing now is that
great.
they will probably try to kill you with Psychic first turn, right?
Well, if I get double Psychic on Swapper, it's actually not too bad.
Yeah, okay.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, okay.
So there's this fight is so complex. There's actually a complete paste bin written.
Yeah.
On
every
like
step.
everything that can happen.
Yeah.
So the first turn's always the same. We X-speed on Swampert to make sure we outspeed both Solrock and Lunatone, and then we heal the Swampert on the Wingull turn. Where are my X-speeds? There are... No, that's an X special. X-speed. And then I want to just use a Hyper Potion on Swampert. No, not cancel. Swampert. Alright, so I'm low on HP. This means they will both probably target me. Yep, so there's 1 Psychic. Alright, so the Solrock actually targeted the, Solrock targets the slave.
Okay.
So now I can
the
switch in
HP was
the
fine.
Curse form. And so the good thing now is I want to use Surf, and I can use Rain Dance. Which, hopefully now, I don't get 2 Psychics on Swampert. That'd be ideal. Alright, so Lunatone does kill the cast form, unfortunately. Oh, Sunny Day, that's not good.
Yeah, that's bad news.
That's probably dead. So I have to use Dive now and hope I kill the Solrock. The problem with Sunny Day is that the Solrock can now use Solar Beam without having to charge it up.
Yeah.
So this means my dive strategy does not work. Killing the Solrock here... Oh no, I can't actually kill it because it's in sunlight. Yeah, okay, that's a reset.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, probably Sunny Day is the worst you can get here, because, yeah, it's just... Yeah, you cannot win the fight then. You just can't. You'll just keep using Solar Beam, and your water moves do less damage. Maybe if you critical kill the Solrock, you might win, but it's still really difficult.
It would be really nice if the Solrock would not kill the cast form. Like,
Yeah.
Solrock has less power than Lunatone, and it's actually possible for Solrock to not kill the cast form, especially if I have good special defense. That means I can get the Rain Dance off guaranteed, which is really nice because it boosts my power.
Okay, Lunatone goes for...
And Solrock... Oh, they both target Slave. Alright, but they survived.
Oh.
It survived. It survived.
That's good. That's a good start.
So I can surf here. If one of them is definitely going to attack the cast form, which means I only tank one for Hypnosis. Hypnosis miss is good. Wow, okay, so they did go for the Solar Beam Hypnosis turn.
Okay.
Which is good. So I think the Solrock guaranteed dies in rain. I'm not gonna risk it, I'm just gonna dive it.
Yeah, dive will kill.
A dive definitely killed it here. I'm not sure if Surf will kill. There's probably a chance, but I'm just not risking it.
Yeah.
While the cat form actually survives, okay. So getting a Powder Snow off here, like, it does about 1 pixel of damage.
Yeah.
But that's better than you might think.
Help.
It's better than you might think, because it makes the range on Solrock and Lunatone much more favorable.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's Solrock down. And Lunatone missed Hypnosis again. Wow, that's really lucky, actually.
This cast form is a beast, staying alive.
This cast form is going in. Like, he really wants the win. Damn it, he did really well. Thank you, cast form.
What a hero. And we're even full HP.
That was a beautiful fight. Like, cast form put in some work.
And also second try TNL is really not that bad, because yeah, this fight is just crazy sometimes.
Awesome, happy about that. My last race I did versus Dolan, actually, like, I died probably 6 times or so against TNL. It's awful.
We also haven't seen Calm Mind on that fight, and Calm Mind is also a really bad move, because, yeah, just similarly to Bulk Up, it will power his moves, and your moves will do less damage to him. So, also glad to see no Calm Mind.
Yeah, it's true. I actually totally forgot about Calm Mind, but Calm Mind's terrible.
Yeah.
Like, that's also why I bought the full heals. If the Lunatone would have hit Hypnosis right there, I could have just healed it off with the full heal. The only bad thing about that fight is if both slaves die on the first turn, then you run into what is called Hypnosis Risk. That is when the Solrock charges a Solar Beam and Lunatone hits Hypnosis.
Yeah. Because
you're just dead. Like, if you heal off the Hypnosis, the Solar Beam hits and always kills you. And you can't wake up the next turn, so you're just dead, unfortunately. And there's nothing you can do about that, too. That's just a straight up 25% that's always on your side when doing that fight.
Yeah, you will legit have to crit them if both your slaves die.
Yep.
Probably.
Alright, so there are 2 more fights that Swampert needs to do, but they're both sorta bad. So let's hope that everything goes according to plan. The first fight's not too bad. I am gonna heal before it, probably. We'll see. Shelly doesn't usually do too much. The big fight's Archie too.
Yeah, it will be the last time that we fight that guy. But it's a really big fight.
I'm just gonna save. Things can go wrong here. They might not, they might. I'm at pretty good health actually, because Cost won't put in so much work. So I'm probably fine. Most likely. Strength. Right, taunt, that's good. I don't take any damage from taunts. I was actually, like, I didn't heal after TNL, did I? So I took no damage during the fight. What the f—
Yeah, you took no damage. I forgot, do you need to be a specific amount of HP for Archie 2?
Not really.
Okay.
I just need a stall. Okay, good.
Yeah. So at some point for Archie, we want to be, At some point we want to get Torrent though, on Archie. Oh.
I'll just attack. That's good. I can hurt myself now. Good.
Whoa, he missed. That takedown missed though.
Yeah,
Like he would have killed himself.
Oh, true. I actually totally forgot that.
Yeah, he would have killed himself with takedown.
That's right. Oh, damn. Whatever. I'm fine.
I think this HP should be fine though, right?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Because eventually we want Torrent anyways on Archie to one-shot both the
Wait,
Crobat
I
and...
messed that up.
No, it's fine.
Really?
Yeah, you can just move the one to the side. And then the other one's up. You can do you can do it in multiple ways.
Yeah, I was totally confused because that's not how I normally do. Whatever.
Yeah.
I haven't done this in so long. Oh.
Yeah, it's funny. Dolony does it always like completely different than me. So he always laughs at me, and I always laugh at him. But we both do it differently.
Alright, so this is the last time we'll see Archie. And the bad thing about this fight is that I need Torrent, guaranteed, because otherwise I cannot kill the Sharpedo.
Yeah.
The strategy is kind of similar to the first Archie fight that we set up in a guard spec. And this time, like, I want 1 or 2 attacks to get to Torrent, but then, like, scary faces on the rest of them. So guard spec.
I think it might probably be fine to catch no damage here, because the Crobat will hit you once for sure.
Yeah, true, actually. Just use 3 X specials.
No, I think you're fine.
I think I might have used 3 X specs. Alright, only scary faces.
Yeah, you will get Torrent anyhow.
No, wait, I should have speeded on Crobat then.
Yeah, but then he will hit you twice. Like, he's still faster, even with X speed.
I forgot. Alright, he is. Alright, cool. I actually forgot if he was faster, but yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I forgot a lot about this game, but this Crobat has killed me so often that I remembered that only too. But this is really good health also. We're still in Torrent, and we're faster than Sharpedo, so...
Alright, so a good run would have already been done by now, but... that's fine.
Well, the only one who accomplished that is Exarion so far, though.
Yeah.
Like, under this time.
I don't even know. What's my PB's Archie 2? 150. I'm actually not that far behind my PB then. 10 minutes. I could still go underestimate with that terrible start if I don't get a terrible Kyogre.
What estimate did you give?
A 240. Because I knew I was gonna mess up the manips.
You will get under 240. I think. I think that will definitely be fine.
This music is also the only track in the game that cannot be overwritten. Like, this music just stays on screen no matter what I do. If I bike, the bike music doesn't override it. Surf music doesn't. That's the wrong side. I always get the wrong side of the bowler. Supposed to go to this side. Alright, so in a bit we're gonna see the last manip of the run. Which is a Kyogre manip, so...
A very cool manip, I must say. It's like you try to aim for a cluster of Kyogres that are all like really good for sweeping the E4. And it's a cluster of 4 frames. So if we get one of those 4 Kyogres, then we're really happy.
Yeah, so this is what Araya was talking about, where the starter manip only has 1 Pokemon that we want, but these new manips all have clusters, so it's not a 1-frame trick, it's 4 frames that are all after each other, which are all fine. The only bad thing about the Kyogre manip is that if I do miss the 4-frame cluster, I think the Kyogre that's 1 frame after the cluster is complete trash. Like, it's insanely bad.
Yeah, it has like 0 speed or something like that, I don't know.
Yeah, it has like either 0 speed and the 0 speed nature and they minus speed nature, or like something bad like that. It's awful. Wait, actually it missed the DHM, I think.
No, it's still coming up.
That's right, I'm on the 2nd floor. Oh my god. I haven't done this in forever, I'm sorry. I haven't done this in Alright, this is where it is.
Only thing is that it might have messed up your repel.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, just buy another one later.
Yeah. Alright, so I want to save on the ladder. So I only get 1 shot at this. Well, I can get 2, but it'll be super slow. That felt good.
Nice. Okay, so we're hoping that this is one of those 4 Kyogres. I think, so they have either those natures, calm, hasty, mild, and hardy. But there's one hardy that is, like Kylo said, that is after the cluster, which is a really bad one. So if we get a hardy, then we hope for the first hardy and not the second.
Yeah, compared to the Mudkip manip, actually, the hasty is the best Kyogre we have.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping for that.
I had that one in my PB, luckily.
Let's see. So I want to use a rare candy here to check the stats. Yeah, alright, that's a good one. Great.
Yeah, that's the mouth. You got the mouth.
I'm actually happy about that. I don't calm much.
Yeah, it's really nice. This is the one with the highest special attack.
Yeah, the speed's good too. Like, the speed's not insane, but it's good. And it has really nice special attack.
Yeah. I even think that this guy can one-shot the second Dusclops. I'm still not sure if how big the range is, but it's definitely capable of one-shotting that second Dusclops.
Probably. Like, this special attack's insanely good.
Yeah.
Nope. No. Wait, actually, let me check. Yeah, it's the mild. Couldn't even tell.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this gym puzzle extremely slowly, which might seem like a bad idea.
Just say.
But in one of my PBs, like, not my current one, but the one before, I actually fell down, and it loses like 8 minutes.
Yeah,
So-
because there are like a shit ton of trainers down under.
So I'd rather not do that again. Yeah, you have to fight. The more like, if you fall down on the first puzzle, it's fine. But if you fall down on the last puzzle, you have to fight a million trainers.
And he's not saving, so he's pretty big balls.
I actually wanted to save, but whatever.
Ooh, that one turn.
Yeah, the bonk. Actually, thought I'd fall down. Alright, good, that's done. So I'm gonna save here.
Big Monka's moment there.
I had 98 speed, right? So I have 6 speed. Alright, so if you have below 100 speed, you need to set up an X speed, which I do. I only have 98. And then... I don't actually know if I need the X special with this high special attack. But I'm just gonna set it up anyway. Just in case. So this allows us to two-shot the Milotic.
Let's hope he doesn't confuse again.
Sweet Kiss, damn. I'm still slower, even with,
Yeah, I think... Okay, so I think the thing with the X speed is, I think you only set up if it's higher than 100. Because then you outspeed everybody. Because they have Swift Swim ability. Which means their speed is doubled. And you can only outspeed them with...
then my notes are just wrong. I don't actually know.
Yeah, I wanted to tell you that one time, but I forgot to give you the notes. You snapped out pretty fast.
Yeah, it was good. No worries.
No big issues.
So on low special attack, you would Hydro Pump this Seeking, but I can just Shockwave it. It's gonna die anyway.
Okay. At least the X speed made you faster than the Seeking, so that's good.
Wasn't completely worthless.
Yeah.
So now we can easily two-shot this. Please don't confuse me. Good. Alright. That was clean. Alright, so this is also another change from the route. Before, we just used to, like, not teach Surf to Kyogre and let it have its Hydro Pump. But with this good special attack, we can easily teach it Surf, and Hydro Pump's no longer needed since it has really bad accuracy.
Yep. Oh yeah, also don't forget the to buy another Max Repel.
Oh, that's right. Can I even buy it here?
No, at the I think at Mossdeep.
I'll just go to the mart here. I'm pretty sure they have Max Repels here.
Yeah, but you're flying to Mossdeep anyway, right? Or?
Oh, true. No,
that's fine.
Max Repel.
Doesn't really matter.
That's right, I'm flying to Mossdeep. And that mart's definitely closer than us.
Yeah, so it's pretty convenient to have a Kyogre that is as strong as this one. Will probably be probably the Elite Four will not be a match for this Kyogre.
Should that's probably Healer's E4. I'd bet on that. Oops. Alright, so I haven't done Victory Road movement in a while. This could go... This is either gonna go really well, or just terribly wrong. We'll see. Alright, there's one more trainer here, this guy, that you really want to dodge. There's... Like, if you just hold right, there's a really good chance you just hit him. Like, they placed him really well. Alright, now we can go into the Elite Four, Feature Road, into Evergrande.
Yeah, and also in this cave there is a lot of places where it's like completely dark around you. So makes it hard for the movement sometimes.
Yeah, unfortunately we don't have flash.
Yeah.
So we gotta navigate in the dark. Which is not too big of a problem.
Yeah, once you know the maps, it's fine, but sometimes it's difficult while learning.
Alright, so from now on I need to pay attention to my PP. I have 10 ice beams, and I think I use like 9, or exactly 10 from here on out, so... I do still have my backup ether from earlier, which can come in handy if I mess up, but... I really should pay attention to... my PP.
Nice that you have it.
Like before doing my race versus Dolly, I just like checked out some backup strats in case I need them. That just works out too.
Okay. Yeah, it's always nice to have some backup strats.
So it's a surf.
You have a lot of useful items left, so that's pretty nice.
No, I just hit my Game Boy and it turned off. I need to turn that back on.
Cool trainer Shannon would like to battle.
Yeah, I really need like a new SP sometime, because mine seems kind of broken. Like whenever I hit it, it goes off.
Yeah,
So
I got it too.
I'll buy a second one soon.
Like the SP is really nice as a controller, but the downside is just that it's yeah, it has a battery. That it turns off like when the battery sucks.
Yeah, some people prefer the GameCube controller, but I think like you cannot play with the D-pad on the GameCube controller. The SP has a really nice D-pad though, like not gonna lie.
Yeah, and the D-pad on GameCube is like really hard to work with. Some people, I think Tyrant does like he uses both controllers, so he has the
yeah. I've tried
SP.
hybrid before, but it's weird to get used to.
Yeah, it's really weird, but he uses the D-pad from the SP and then the rest of the GameCube controller. Because a very useful thing from the GameCube controller is what you can do with the select button, which is really useful for run into bike manip, which we talked about before. It's a little bit more difficult on the SP, I would say. But yeah.
That's the only downside, probably. Like the start and select buttons both are in terrible spots to reach.
Yeah, it's such a weird spot. Like it's all the way down of the controller.
This is not where we want to go. I went down to it.
Oh, that's a spinner, by the way. So.
Oh really?
Yeah. It just kept looking down, but it could have looked right.
Where am I? I need to go here.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Alright, well, never mind. I actually only hit one spinner this run. It's sort of surprising.
And it gave you XP, so it's not too bad. And we're back in the light.
I'm just gonna heal here. I need to heal eventually.
Yeah. It's a good menu to do it on. Since you're using the refill.
So we already talked about how good this Kyogre is. There is a chance that I can't do the Elite Four without healing a single time. That would be like the ideal situation. Which is actually kind of funny since like you're not that far over leveled, but Kyogre is just that good of a poke to just sweep the Elite Four. And what's interesting is that in Emerald, even though you get a level 70 Rayquaza, the Elite Four is still harder than it is with Kyogre. Because there's something like Glacia, obviously since Rayquaza has a 4 times weakness to ice, can screw you over. And then the champion's Wailord has Blizzard too and all that. But with Kyogre, you're just rushing through that.
Yeah, Kyogre is a real beast. I would say that Glacia might also be the hardest part for Kyogre as well. Just because of yeah, stuff like Body Slam and yeah. And you have to set up a lot of X specials.
177 special attack, goddamn.
So high.
So this fight's actually interesting in that you use all of your moves except Shockwave. Alright, that's View Road. Now we're just on to the Elite Four. So I'm actually just gonna skip buying full restores, honestly, because I still have 3 Hyper Potions. It's not worth it at all.
Yeah, it should be enough. And you have a lot of full heals left, so... it should definitely be enough.
Yep. I'm fine. Yeah, I still have the 1 full heal from Tanneliza. So even if I get like Toxic from Skarmory at the end, all Gucci.
Yeah.
So Sydney is gonna be a blast. I don't need to X special and I outspeed everything, so there's that.
Yeah. Do we outspeed everything?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Sharpedo has 101 speed, and I had
Oh,
98 on level 45, so should definitely outspeed everything.
Yeah, so that's pretty insane. We can just go without using extra items through this fight.
I can even surf the Flygons, wow.
Yeah, you can.
Incredible special attack.
Probably the only scary thing, kind of, in this fight could be fake out from shift 3. It loses some time, but yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Not to it.
Oh, Absol's faster. What? Oh no, what does Snatch do?
Oh yeah, I don't even know. It does nothing, but it's also kind of annoying.
Yeah,
because
it's flight time-wise. Shift Tree. So Shift Tree normally outspeeds you, but if you have such a good Kyogre, there's nothing you can do.
Nothing he can do. And he doesn't even fake out, so that's really nice.
Yep, apart from Absol. Good fight.
So I think you could even one-shot the second Dusclops, but I'm not sure about that, so you should probably not trust me, but... the special is just so high.
I might consider it. I don't know,
We have to test, we have to check, we have to test it now.
Okay,
It's a marathon, but we have to test it.
I don't think I can die to it anyway.
It's nice to throw some YOLO in. So the thing is, if you miss the range though, he will heal back up and stuff like that, so it's really slow. But
It's alright, like, his time's not great anyway, so... Normally, like on the old route, you'd have Hydro Pump here, which guarantees the second Dusclops, but Surf is just itchy. But my special attack is incredibly high, that the range is probably in my favor.
yeah. I'm almost positive you can one-shot him. So that would be another X fight without X item.
Let's see it. God damn it.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Nice.
Sick.
That's insane.
Yeah, so that Dusclops normally like never dies.
Yeah, so it's good to know that the mild Kyogre kills it. Well, it's probably still range, but...
Alright, you can also skip the first egg special in this fight.
So as you can see, Kylo is not even saving for these fights because... Yeah, Kyogre is just so good for the E4.
It's just not worth it at all. It's funny.
Yeah.
Like, you have Stab on Waterfall and Surf, and you also get the Drizzle, which boosts water type attacks, so... It's just awesome. Alright, so the good thing about the Glacia is that your first egg special is always free setup, because she prioritizes Hail, and all of her Pokemon have Hail. So the first X item you use is always guaranteed to not be an attack, because it's always Hail. We need to set up 2 X specials though. With bad special attack you can do 3, so... There's really nothing that the Celio can do though. Yeah, Blizzard. It's gonna freeze me, but... whatever. So the only thing to worry about now is the Wall Rain, which is a range. But with my special attack, it should definitely be in my favor. I think.
Yeah, is it a range? You're at +2 now?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't even know that could kill.
Well, I don't know.
I think you have to set up another, to be honest, but I'm not sure.
I could also just like Shockwave this once. Oh no, wait. I'll just Waterfall it once. If this uses Sheer Cold, I swear to God. You Body Slam.
Okay.
That was good.
Yeah, good stuff.
So Drake is probably the easiest of the all. You just Ice Beam 5 times and set up an X speed in between.
Yeah.
So with the Hasty that has like incredible speed, you don't actually need to set up the speed, you can skip that, but...
Yeah.
Since my speed is good but not godlike, need to set that up.
Yeah, the Hasty is probably the best Kyogre.
The Mild's really good though, as you can see, like this thing wrecks.
I mean, maybe the Mild has to set up an X speed here, but the Mild one-shots the second Dusclops, as we could see, so...
Yeah, second Dusclops is incredibly nice to one-shot.
Yeah. You don't see that often.
Alright, so we set up the speed here. It's actually up here.
Yeah, and Altaria most of the time uses like Dragon Dance anyways.
Yep, so we see the D-Dance. And then you're still faster after Dragon Dance, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Oh, wait. You have to serve one of the Flygons though.
I do?
Yeah, for the you have one Ice Beam PP left.
That's right. Oh, I didn't actually know. Well, good thing I can surf the Flygon.
Yeah.
So you actually need really high special attack. Like you need 176 special attack minimum in order to one-shot the Flygons. But with this Kyogre, it's not a problem at all.
Yeah, luckily we have a really good one.
Right.
I don't know why that Ice Beam PP was so low though.
I probably used one somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
So for the champion fight, the lead Skarmory, we set up a next special, and there's like 2 things it can do. It can either Toxic, which can miss, or it can set up Spikes, and that's obviously what we want. since Spikes does nothing against our team.
And does it never use aerial ace from this HP?
I wouldn't bet on it, but probably not. Should I heal? Fuck it.
Nah, not heal. Heal's probably the worst thing, because
I want this heal as E4.
Because if you heal, then it is really likely to use Toxin.
True.
And aerial ace does only like 40, so that's not bad. I think even a crit doesn't kill you, but I'm not sure about that.
Probably not. Yeah, I'm at 81.
And in that case, you still have a revive, so...
Oh, he does actually use early as well. Alright.
How much did it do? Let me see.
Alright, so I have only 4 surfs. Which means I have to waterfall 2 pokes, but that is not a problem. I can waterfall everything here except for Crrool and Metagross. So.
Yep.
Normally this fight's just spam A to win, but not right now. You need to use waterfall twice.
Yeah, that was a pretty good run actually, Kylo.
Yeah, well, if you subtract like 7 minutes from the manip at the start, this is not bad at all. I'm actually really happy.
Yeah, for a marathon, this is great stuff.
That one will, yeah. Alright, big boy Metagross. Goodbye. And then I think there's just what's left? Yeah.
Armaldo or something.
Yeah. Alright.
GG.
So the timing stops when we fade to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, that was way better than I expected. I think that was second try. So I had 1 death to TNL, I had 1 death to Flenory, 1 death to Brooke.
Yeah.
I think that was it actually. Only 1 spinner, which was actually fine because I was on high XP rate anyway then.
Yeah, that's it. Only 3 deaths. Wow, that's...
Yeah, 3
that's
deaths
nothing.
is not bad for Sapphire.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Like, my current PB has 8th try TNL, I think. Just to put that in perspective.
Yeah.
That fight can go so much worse. Like, what you saw is rare. That's right, 1 to Norman, 4 deaths.
Okay, 1 to know.
That's probably also the death that cost me the most time. But yeah, like, TNL being that cooperative is rare. Like, cast form surviving for 3 turns is incredible. But other than that, I hope you like the run. I mean, super unprepared, but that's the theme of the marathon, I guess. So there you go. Heal this E4, like, the really good E4 to finish it off. Good Kyogre, I'm happy. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the marathon. I can already spoiler that the next game is gonna be Portal, and you really want to check that out. Like, Portal is just an incredibly good game. But yeah. That was like a 223 something. 233. Yeah, thank you very much for Araya commenting.
You're welcome. It was a blast. It was a blast.
So make sure you go to follow Araya. Araya actually is going for the Red Glitchless record at the moment with instant text. So if you're into that, check it out. But
yeah.
You're gonna see more from Sapphire in the next the rest of 2018 probably, because people are definitely working on new manips and new strats to make Sapphire even better, to make Sub 2. Well, Sub 2 is already fairly accomplishable, but...
Yeah, but it's gonna keep getting improved. So.
Alright, that's it for us.
Thanks for having us.
Yep.
Yep.
Hope you all enjoyed. Alright. Damn. Way better than I expected, honestly. Alright, well anyway, thanks for having me, and see y'all.